It's day 3 at the Aerospace and Cyber Conference, and we're here on the exhibit floor learning the kind of teamwork it takes to get the MQ9 Reaper off the ground and into combat.
It's a large team sport, and by sport I mean it's a lethal business. But what we do is we fight mostly from the U.S., so our warfighters are located here. I've got about 200 people forward deployed in harm's way, and they do anything from intelligence to maintenance to launching and recovering our MQ-9s located across the globe. So it's a 24/7 operations.
I started out flying another aircraft and came over and really fell in love with the mission. And within the first 2 to 3 months, I saw newsworthy impacts of what I did, and that really made me feel involved in it. And I really couldn't believe the other things that I'm able to do with the young airmen because of how well they're trained whenever they come out to us right away. I mean, again, the second lieutenants who are able to do the job that nowhere else and no other aircraft are able to do.
We're training around the clock at Holloman Air Force Base, basically taking in a brand new student, whether they're from straight out of high school or if they're previously aircrew or previously other career fields. And then we take them in about 6 months and we advance them through other mission sets that the MQ-9 is capable of, day and night, and get them ready for combat.
And I mean, they have to learn cameras, they have to learn how to operate it, they have to learn a lot about, how to work inside the cockpit trailer, right?
Yep. So from anything from cameras, payloads, weapons, and just overall aircrew, these students go through a vast amount of learning that they do. And really, it's really just to get them ready for what they're going to experience on the line.
The threat level in the areas that we're able to fly and the things that we could do, I know without putting lives in the way and being able to do the good that we do is truly amazing.
So the mentality is a warrior mentality. So the cockpit, whether it's airborne or whether it's located on the ground, really doesn't matter to me. I had the opportunity to fly F-16s. I had the opportunity to fly it over Iraq when it was hostile territory. And I will tell you from my perspective, I many times feel closer to the fight of flying MQ-9s. The reason is because I have so much more information available to me. I have high definition cameras. I, in many cases, know what this target set is months before we have to conduct a strike. As we heard this week from General Goldfein and Secretary Wilson, where they emphasize multi-domain operations, we operate using space, using cyber, and obviously using the air. We fly for more than 20 hours, so we provide a lot of options to those combatant commanders.
And going in to see some of the students that I trained and then seeing them flying the combat lines, affecting the path of the war directly is really awesome and rewarding as an instructor.
Opportunity to work with the pilots and our sensor operators, the enlisted corps that work side by side in the flight GCS, the ground control stations, every single day. It's extremely impressive, and the fact that they are so good at it and make it look so easy is just an amazing thing to me. The technology that these airmen and pilots are operating every single day, it is definitely the next level and the next generation of the Air Force.
I think if you look around at this conference today, I think it really speaks to what everybody is trying to say, and that's innovation in the future, right? So looking around, we see a lot of things that are remotely piloted, and we see a lot of things that are virtual reality, and I think we're really trying to fuse both of those and getting those young students or those young airmen fresh out of high school, they're very familiar to that. And I think that's really the way that they want to go. And that's very much the way that the Air Force wants to go. So being a remotely piloted sensor operator or remotely piloted aircraft pilot, I think is very much in line with the way that the future is going.
The 432nd Wings Commander, Colonel Ghost Cheater, tells me their aircraft have been airborne every minute of every day for more than 10 years. For more stories, check out airforcetimes.com. This is Jillian Angeline reporting from the exhibit floor.